Hello, this is Priscilla, and I'm happy today to introduce you to our class, which is called The Offering. I am your conversational coach, and I hope that you will get a great deal from this session. I will start by sharing my screen, and I will read the first part of the activity. What you should see now is the story entitled The Offering. Two beggars were sitting on a busy street corner in the downtown section of the city. It was quite clear for a night in December, but the cold wind made them huddle together for heat and comfort. They watched helplessly as scores of people walked by, some purposely ignoring them, and others too caught up in their own cares to even notice their existence. Every so often, a kind-hearted woman or a small child would drop a few coins in the hats which lay in front of them on the icy sidewalk. Some people, feeling particularly generous, would even pull out a bill or two from their wallets and stuff them into the beggars' hats, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible. That was section 1. Let us now ask a few questions. Anatoly, how are you today?
Hello, Priscilla. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine also. Thank you for joining me today. Anatoly, we are going to discuss this story entitled The Offering. The very first thing that I did was to read and look at the highlighted words. And I thought, these words may give me some difficulty, and I wanted to overcome these difficulties. So I'm going to take a look at each of these words, and let's see if we can figure out what they mean together. Is that good for you?
Yes, that's good.
Fantastic. I'm going to go away from this screen. Now I'm going to look at section 1. Could you read section 1 for me, Anatoly?
Okay. Two beggars were sitting on a busy street corner, the downtown section of the city. It was quite clear for a night in December, but the cold wind made them huddle together for heat and comfort. They watched helplessly as scores of people walked by, some purposely ignoring them, and others too caught up in their own cars to even notice their existence. Every so often, a kind-hearted woman uh, or a small child would drop a few coins in the hats which lay in front of them in the icy sidewalk. Some people, feeling particularly generous, would even pull out a bill or two from their wallets and stuff them into the beggars' hats, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible.
Very nice. This word is inconspicuous. Inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous.
Perfect. Very good. What does the word huddle mean?
Huddle. Maybe they were called during the cold. It is a feeling maybe during the cold. Maybe they put themselves together.
That is correct. Yes,
Yeah.
that is exactly what they did. Because it was so cold, they huddled together as in a big bundle. Maybe they even put their arms around each other's shoulder so that they would not be so cold. What about this word scores? What do you
Of
think this?
course, I think I know this word when I watched sport events. Scores, it means how much goals, for example, for football,
Okay.
how many goals put
How many points? How many points
points,
one team?
yes,
How
points,
many
yes.
points? How
Or
many
or
points or
or maybe
score?
estimate or number, maybe
It could
similar.
be. It could
Hmm.
be. Now, I want you to look at the sentence, though. They watched helplessly as scores of people walked by. Do you think that they're playing a game?
Uh,
They
mm,
watched helplessly as scores of people walked by, because the scores that you just gave me has to do with playing a game.
no, no. I think it means maybe how some people, several people
Yes,
walk by.
yes.
Number of people, or maybe there were many of person of people went.
Okay. So scores actually, in this case, it means many people.
Hmm.
Okay. What about the word sidewalk? What is a sidewalk?
Sidewalk, it is the edge of the road.
Okay. It is the edge of the road. Edge. Edge of
Edge,
the road.
edge,
Edge.
edge.
hmm It's where people walk at the edge of the road. What about stuff? What is stuff?
Stuff, it means something, for example, porridge is stuff.
hmm
For countable uh, nouns, we can use items. For uncountable, I think we use more stuff,
Okay.
like this.
Okay.
Something not definite,
Yes,
uh,
that is correct. Something not specifics.
not specific. Yes.
Conspicuous.
I don't know this word. I can try to guess.
Let's try
Uh,
and guess. Let's
Trying
try
to
and
be
guess.
as unconscious as maybe not they are not show their feelings.
All right.
Maybe they wanted to show uh, they were calm. Uh,
Okay, let's look at
not
this. Let's
explain.
look at this sentence. Some people feeling
Hmm.
particularly generous. When someone is generous, they will give you more than what you ask.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So some people feeling particularly generous would even pull out a bill or two from their wallets and stuff them into the beggars' hats, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible. So when those people who are feeling very generous, they do not wish everyone to see what they're doing, because if every beggar sees what they're doing, they will want something also. So
Hmm.
they do it in a way that no one sees them inconspicuously give the beggar money or some stuff. So inconspicuous means to not or observe. You understand?
Yes, to not be seen or observed. Yes, I
Okay,
understood.
great.
Thank
All
you.
right. Ismail, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Priscilla.
It is good to see you again. Ismail, you will be number 2. And Anatoly, I did not explain to you because you were here first. You are number 1. So when I call on number 1, I will generally be asking you to do something. Now,
Okay.
now number 2 is Ismail, and Ismail will read for us.
Today was not a bad day for begging. The men were able to collect enough for a decent meal at the coffee shop down the street and a few candles to light up their lean-to shacks in the alley behind the train station. As the crowd began to die down, they started to pack up their bundles and head for their evening shelter. Just as they were getting ready to leave the street corner, they noticed a man walking toward them. He was obviously a wealthy man. They could tell that from the finely tailored business suit he was wearing and the gold watch chain that adorned his left pocket.
Very nice. And I need to go back because Anatoly, I did not have you review these words. This word is wind, wind.
Wind. Yes, okay.
And this word is cares.
Cares. Cares. Okay.
And this word is hearted. I think you said heated. It is hearted, kind-hearted, kind-hearted. And this word is inconspicuous. Inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous.
Yes. All right. Ismail, this word is as. A-S. As.
As.
Pack. Pack.
Pack.
Wealthy.
Wealthy.
Wealthy. Great. Now, we're looking at the vocabulary. Do you know what the word shacks mean, Ismail?
Why do they lean to shacks in the alley? No, actually, I only guess maybe.
Okay,
Priscilla.
let's see if we can guess what it might be. What would you guess that it is? A guess is good. What do you guess that it would be?
Oh.
What do you guess that it might be?
Remember,
Remember these are beggars. Beggars are people who don't have very much. Do you know what the word lean means? What is the definition of lean?
Lean, thin.
It could also mean
Straight.
not to stand up straight. Now it's a shack that we're looking at. So a shack is a place where people live. It's a place where people live. But if it's a lean-to shack and it's not standing up straight, is it a good house or not so good house?
Sorry, Priscilla, I couldn't understand.
Okay, a shack is a poorly built house. It's a poorly built house. Okay.
Okay.
And what about obviously? What does that word mean? Obviously.
Obviously, it is open as we see. It is obvious.
Something clearly seen?
Yes.
Great. Obviously, it's something that is clearly seen. And the last word is adorned. Adorned.
Adorned. I don't know.
Okay. Usually, we use this word when a bride is getting married because she is so beautiful. Her hair has ribbons in it. Her lips are nice and colored with a beautiful color. Her cheeks are nice, so she's adorned, and her dress is gorgeous. It has beads and pearls, and it's completely adorned. So what was adorning the left pocket? What was adorning the left pocket?
The gold watch chain.
The gold watch chain. Do you know what a gold watch?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a watch made made from gold.
Yes, it is. Very nice. And it's on a chain. And the watch is on a chain. So now do you have questions about what you read, Ismail?
Yes.
What questions can I answer for you? What questions can I answer for you?
As the crowd began to die down, what does mean die down?
Okay, let's look at it like this. What does the word die mean to you? When
Die?
Die.
Not leave.
Very
Die
good.
down.
It died down. So the crowd began to die down. Although the people are not
Decrease.
dying. Yes, it is to decrease. Yes,
Yeah.
die down. Die down is to decrease. And crowd died down, so the numbers decreased. Very nice. All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Anatoly, we're back to you. You are number 1. Could you read for us?
The first beggar knocked the second and whispered with excitement, "He's coming our way." The two tried not to look directly at the man as he stepped closer to them, but they couldn't help gazing up with anticipation as he reached into his pocket and took something out. Thunk was the only sound they heard as what looked like a piece of hard candy, wrapped doubly in tissue paper and cellophane hit each of their waiting heads. The rich man turned and continued on his way, not making a backward glance.
Okay. This word, Anatoly, is directly.
Directly, okay.
This word is directly. Do you know what this word directly means?
Yes, straight in front of us.
Very good. That is correct. What does the word nudged mean? Nudged.
I'm not sure. I don't know this word, but I can guess the
Yes.
first beggar maybe lent to other, turn to his side to another beggar.
So the word nudge might be to gently touch.
Touched maybe.
Gently, though. About gazing, what do you think gazing means?
Gazing, looking precisely, maybe. When one person look to another person.
Yeah, when someone is staring. Staring.
Carefully looking.
Yeah, carefully looking. Very nice. Any other questions in this passage?
Thunk, is it a word or not? Thunk, or just explanation?
It's a thunk, like boom.
Okay.
He threw something in their purse, or he threw something in their hat, and it made a thunk. It's like a bump. Something that a clank is, well, not a clank, but a thump. And the word cellophane. Cellophane. What is cellophane? What do you think cellophane is?
Wrapped doubly in tissue paper and cellophane. Each other went in half. Maybe wrapped not in paper, in plastic stuff.
Okay, good. Something that is clear and plastic-like. Good. And number 2. Okay. Ismail?
Okay. How insulting, said the first beggar, as soon as the rich man was out of sound range. He could have easily left us a few coins or a spare bill, but he mocks us with a piece of rock candy. He looked at the wrapped offering with disgust. Who does he think we are? Children? There's no way we can even eat this. We have no teeth. The beggar picked up the object with the very tips of his finger and flicked it into the gutter. He watched as it floated a few yards in the stream of muddy water and disappeared into the drain at the end of the street. Then he gathered up his things and walked away.
Okay. What does the word mocks mean? What does the word mocks mean?
Mocks.
Okay. He would have easily left us a few coins or a spare bill, but he mocks us with a piece of rock candy. The word mocks means when little children are playing, ha 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 ha, I'm gonna get you, ha 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 ha, and then they pretend like, oh, you can't run, you're not smart, you're poor. So he's mocking them. The beggar feels as if the man who looks rich is saying to them, I don't care about you, and I'm not giving you anything that is of value to you because I see you as a kid. Ha ha ha. What do you think about that? So that is mocking. What about the word disgust? What is the word disgust?
Unpleasant.
Unpleasant. That is correct. And flicked. Flicked. What does the word flicked?
You pick up the object with the very tips of it and flick it into the gutter.
So he threw something into the gutter. He was like, bah! He just picked up his hands and like, bah! And he throws it into the gutter because he doesn't even care for it. What does the word
gutter? Teacher, what does gutter mean?
Okay. The gutter could mean many things, but in this story, I think it means a place where dirty water runs in the street. It's where trash is filtered through the city. It's a sanitation place. It's a place where trash is usually found. And trash. It's where trash is usually found. Trash.
Okay.
So the beggar believes this is nothing worthy of my time. I'm going to throw it into the gutter, which is to throw it into the trash or throw it into the street to be gone and travel to the trash place where things that are no good, of not of value, are sent. Okay? Number one. Yep. Yes?
Okay.
Anatoly? Yep. I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm here. The second beggar looked down at the morsel in his hat, then at his departing friend. His first impulse was to toss the donation in the trash can under the street light, but his second thought made him change his mind. I haven't had anything like this for ages, he thought. I can't chew it, but I can suck on it for a while, and the sugary juices will stay in my mouth for a long time. How nice of that man to offer me something too sweet.
Okay, and this word is so sweet.
So sweet. Mm-hmm.
And this is ages. Ages.
Ages.
Yeah. What is the word morsel? What does the word morsel mean?
And a morsel. Maybe like stuff. Something.
Yes, it is something like stuff. It's something small, something tiny. Like a mouse will eat a morsel of cheese, a small piece of cheese. A mouse
Mm.
can't eat a big piece of cheese at first, but it can eat a
Mhm.
morsel, a tiny morsel. A baby can't eat a lot at first, but little by little, a baby can eat a lot. So that would be what a morsel is. What about impulse? What does the word
Impulse.
impulse?
In that case, it is emotion. His emotion.
Mm,
Uh,
can you?
he. It is the first which
Reaction?
he thought.
Okay. What did you?
Reaction? Maybe?
Yes, it's your reaction. It's your first
Reaction.
reaction. Hmm. And suck. Suck.
Suck. He thought about eating this, but he couldn't eat. He could only chew it. Physical, how using tongue uh, to hold in mouth. In licking.
Okay, so that is what it means to suck. Like a baby sucks a bottle. A baby will suck a bottle. Okay, good. Any other questions, Anatoly?
No.
Okay, number 2. Ismail, would you read?
he he opened the cellophane eagerly, then paused as his hands touched the white tissue paper inside. Maybe I should save it for another time, he thought. It won't spoil, and I could eat it later when I am really hungry. The beggar debated for a moment, then exclaimed aloud, "What the heck! He wanted me to have it anyway. I might as well enjoy it now." With that, he unfolded the white tissue paper, but to his surprise, there was no hard rock candy inside. Instead, into his fingers fell a shiny white pearl worth thousands of dollars.
Wow, how awesome is that? Okay,
Yes,
this word is want. This word is want.
want.
Okay, great. And what does the word spoil mean? What does the word
For,
spoil?
for example, if we protect our fruits and vegetables in refrigerator, after a while they are gonna be spoiled.
Which means to go bad?
Yes.
Okay, great. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Here are our words and our definitions. Adorn, cellophane, disgust, drain, flick, gaze, gutter, huddle, impulse, inconspicuous, mock, morsel, nudge, obviously, score, shack, sidewalk, spoil, stuff, and suck. Can you tell me if there is a word here that you want me to explain further for you? Is there a word
No.
here?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay, good. Let's look at these expressions. Let's look at these expressions, and I want you to tell me what they mean. Where are they? Look at these expressions and tell me what do they mean. What does die down mean, Anatoly?
To decrease something.
Great. What about might as well? Ismail?
Might as well. I don't know.
Okay, let's see if we can find it. All right, he says he wanted to
I
have it
might.
anyway.
Oh, okay. I might as well enjoy it now.
So what
I
does that
can
mean?
do. I can do
So
as
what does
well.
might as well? This is what he said. When he said I might as well, what is he talking about? He wanted me to have it anyway. I might as well enjoy it now. What does I might as well mean? It means it doesn't matter. I should just do it. It doesn't matter whether it's something good or bad. It was a gift that was given to me, so I might as well enjoy it. I didn't have to pay for it. I didn't have to steal it. It was a gift. And when someone gives you a gift, the best thing to do in most cases is just to accept the gift. So I might as well accept it. I might as well accept it. He gave it to me.
Yes.
Okay? Head for. Is it Anatoly? What does head for?
When we go in straight in front of us.
hmm It means to go ahead.
Go ahead, yes.
To go ahead. Head for is to go ahead. And with that, or can you give me a sentence using with that?
With that, immediately after that, something like this.
Okay.
After you said that, or
Okay. Okay. After you have said something, with that, I'm going home. With that, I opened the candy and ate it. What about what the heck? What the heck? What the heck?
I don't remember heck.
Okay.
what is the trick, or something like this?
What the heck is
What is the purpose?
like what the heck? Usually you might say a curse word. What the heck? What is this that he's giving me? This useless something. And then we have I might as well. Oh well, we did this one. I might as well. So we're looking at what the heck and how nice of you to. Can you give me a complete sentence? How nice of you to
Share your car with me.
And finally, what do you think? Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? A child? A book? A bank? Who do you think I am?
I don't know.
Well, he was asking, do you think I'm a child when you give me rock candy? So it's who do you think I am? All right. Let's go back up to the story and talk about the story. Did the story have an unusual ending for you, Anatoly?
Yes, and the author tried to help us intention. He didn't explain, he didn't show what could happen in the end of this story.
I'm wondering, Ismail, what does this say about the beggar? What does this say about the beggar who flicked his gift into the gutter? What does that say about him? What does that say about him when he didn't even open it? He just flicked it. This is flicked. Dip, dip. He just flicked it into the gutter. What does that say about him? Or what do you think about him when you now know he just flicked his gift into the gutter?
Oh my God.
Your first thought is, oh my God. But suppose he did not have a pearl. Maybe the rich man only gave one person a pearl. Maybe what he received was a piece of candy. Does that change your feelings? Ismail, does that change your feelings about what he did?
Could you ask again? I am not sure. What do you mean, Priscilla?
All right, I will ask my question again, Ismail. I'm asking, would you feel differently if the first beggar that flicked his gift into the gutter only had a piece of candy? How do you feel about what he did? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about what he did?
After learning, the first beggar got a gold watch.
No, he didn't get a gold watch. The rich man had a gold watch. The rich man was wearing a gold watch. And the rich man saw the beggars on the street, and he dropped something in their hats. What did he drop into their hats, Ismail? It was wrapped. He dropped
a pearl.
Yes, he dropped a pearl in one of the person's hat. Did he know that it was a pearl at the beginning? In the beginning, did he know that it was a pearl? No, he did not know. He thought it might be candy. He thought it might.
An accident?
No, not an accident. The rich man really wanted the beggars to have something. Well, let's explore a beggar. What is a beggar, Anatoly? What is a beggar, Anatoly?
The person, a poor person who are asking money or something, as usual, money for living.
If you were in one of my previous classes, would a beggar be a man on the street? No, a man on the street is average. A man on the street is average. The beggar is not average. So these are not men on the street. They live on the street, but they are beggars. And they are looking for someone to give them something in their hand, which is called a handout. When you hand something to someone, it's called a handout. All right. So now the rich man sees the beggars and he thumps something into their hat, and it makes a thump sound. Boom. And one of the beggars says, "What is this? What does he think we are? Does he think we are children?" And he flicks his gift into the gutter because he thinks it is something of little value to him. And besides, he doesn't even have teeth. He can't see the value in the gift. But the other person who said, I can't chew it, but I can do what? What did he say he was able to do with this gift?
I can lick it.
Yes, he can suck it. He can suck it. But to his surprise, what did he find when he opened up what he thought was candy? What did he find when he opened his gift?
The second found a white pearl.
Yes, he found a white pearl. And how much was this pearl worth?
Very much.
It was worth very much. It was worth $1,000, more than $1,000. I wonder, what do you think the beggar will do with this? Do you think he will run after the other beggar and say, look, look, come back, come find your gift? Do you think he will? He will go find the other person?
I think no, but author described the relationships as warm relationships because the first beggar nudged the second,
Okay, nudge.
gently touched.
Yeah. And this is
Yes.
nudge. Like this is nudge. Let me show you.
Uh,
That's nudge. Hey, hey, look. That is nudge. That is nudge. So he nudged him to say, "Look at the rich man coming." Gently nudged him.
mhm.
Do you
But
think?
but I don't think that it is an obvious sign of their very good relationships, and I think the second beggar uh, hardly uh, shared his uh, pearl with
His
the first
wealth.
one.
His
Mhm.
wealth. What about the beggar who got the pearl? Now he has a lot more than he had when he started. If a beggar is on the street and he has the opportunity to meet with good fortune, do you think he should share with other beggars on this? Do you think he should share with other beggars that are out there with them on the street?
It could be, but it could be like from Hollywood movie. It is unusual situation.
All right. So, Ismail, let me ask you. If someone gave you $1,000, would you share it with anyone?
Actually, it is difficult to answer such a hypothetical question.
What makes it difficult to
Priscilla.
What makes it difficult to answer?
Because it is hypothetical. I don't know if I were in such a situation
Well, give me
actually.
well, give me a hypothetical answer. Give,
Oh,
give me a hypothetical answer.
okay. If I were a beggar and
But no, you're not a beggar. You are not a beggar. You are exactly at the station in life where you are right now. If I
right
gave you
now,
if I gave you $1,000 hypothetically, because I'm not going to give you $1,000, but hypothetically, if I were to give you $1,000, what would you do with it?
uh, why do you give me $1,000? I ask you,
All right, well,
Priscilla, because
ask.
nobody
It's a hypothetical.
gives nowadays.
It's a hypothetical. So ask me the same question then. Ask me the same question. Hypothetically, if I gave you $1,000, Priscilla, what would you do with it?
Okay, Priscilla, if I give you $1,000, hypothetically, what are you gonna do with this money?
Ismail, if you gave me $1,000, hypothetically, I would go shopping. The first thing I would buy would be a pair of earrings. I would get me a nice, expensive pair of earrings. I would buy me a ring for this finger. I would buy me a nice watch to go on my hand. I would buy me a nice blouse. And I will go to dinner. I would go to a very nice restaurant. I would go all by myself because I don't want to share any of my money with anybody. I'm going to have me a nice meal. I'm going to get me a carry-out box, and I'm going to say buy me a big screen TV, nice big TV. I might buy two TVs, one for both rooms, one for my bedroom and one for the kitchen. I'm going to buy me big TVs. Then I'm going to, where do you live, Ismail?
I live in Turkey.
And so if I have enough money left, I'm going to buy me a plane ticket and come to Turkey and say, thank you. You are such a wonderful friend.
Priscilla, it is too dangerous to accept such a big money from someone without waiting nothing from you.
Oh, no, no, no. Just send the money. I'll take I'll take the danger. I like the idea of being dangerous. Send me the
But
money.
You
Send me the
should
money.
think after.
Well, hypothetically, that's what I would do with the money.
Yes.
Since I know you're not going to send me the money, I'm just going to just dream about what I would do if I had $1,000. What about you, Anatoly? If I gave you $1,000, what would you do?
Hmm. I would probably uh, put it in the bank, and after the sum received definite number, I would buy maybe something useful like house on the
You wouldn't take a flight? You wouldn't fly to the U.S. to thank me? Okay.
it is good idea, but we can use also cheaper way. We can use Google Plus Hangout.
Like we're doing now.
Yes.
Okay. That's great. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. That's good. If I had $1,000, seriously, if someone gave me $1,000, I would probably help someone. I would probably do something that would help to benefit someone else. I would use some of the money on me, though. I would spend some of the money on me. I would not give it to someone completely without knowing what their intentions are. If I knew someone was in real need of something, I would definitely help them out. So that is what I would say I would do.
Christiana,
Yes?
there was such a story, I think, in US.
Yes, I
Some,
know. I know this story, and
did
it's
you
true.
read it
It's where
on newspaper?
someone is putting money in different places, and people are finding the money.
No.
Oh, okay. What is the story
Some
that?
the story was some woman gave to a beggar their diamond ring, but
Oh,
without knowing, because she took from her purse uh, some coins, and uh, around the coins there was her diamond ring, and she gave them her diamond rings with coins to the
oh,
beggar.
okay.
After she she went home, she realized that her diamond ring was lost.
Okay.
He looked for he searched her diamond ring, and she couldn't find. She thought a lot about, and she realized that she gave it with coins to the beggar, and she found the beggar, and the beggar gave back her diamond ring. It is a real story, yes.
Okay, and I think the beggar should have given it back. But now, the person who owned the ring, I would give the beggar even more money. I would help that beggar get out of poverty if I could, because the cost of that diamond ring to replace it would be much more than what she had originally given the beggar. No, I had not heard that story, but I have
And
heard that here in the U.S., people are putting money in different places for people to find. It could be $100, it could be $5, $10, $1, but all throughout different states in the United States, money is being hidden for people to find.
And Priscilla, her
Yes.
husband organized a help campaign for this trustworthy beggar, and lots of money was collected in this campaign, and it was bought a home for this homeless beggar.
Wow. Okay, good. That's a very nice gesture. Do you know the word gesture? Gesture is something, doing something nice. So a gesture. A G-E-S-T-U-R, gesture.
Jest or gesture?
It's J-E-S-T-U-R-E, but it's spelled with a G.
Gesture. And
Gesture.
does it have a second meaning, like body language we use, or gesture, or mimic, something like this?
Yes. Body language is a gesture also. Body language is a gesture, like this. When I do this, that's my body language saying no, or my gesture, my body language saying, I'm thinking about this, or really? Like I'm surprised and happy. Those are body gestures, and this is body language. If I sit up nice and straight like I'm doing now, I seem to be enthusiastic and happy to be in the class. If I look like this, like, it's like I don't want to be here. But of course, I'm happy to be here and glad to have the two of you in the class today. We're coming up at the top of the hour, and I want to invite you to please consider having private sessions with me for classes. If you are not able to do this at this time, or you're not interested in private classes and you enjoy the group settings, please continue to participate in my classes. I have another class coming up immediately following this one. I can't remember what the name of it is until I go out and look, but I hope that you did enjoy today's lesson. I love getting feedback from my students, so drop me a note, tell me what you thought of today's lesson, and I will be happy to respond. If you have questions, specific questions, I'll try and answer those for you as well. So what did you think of today's lesson, Anatoly?
It was a very interesting lesson, and I think it is very useful when we are guessing words, because our mind, our memories constructed so that we can remember in long-term memories when we try it with force.
Yes,
or used it in everyday situations.
Very good. And this is what I want you to practice, not just in my sessions, but with sessions that you engage in with other teachers on Verbling. When you're engaging in the activities, try to remember what you were experiencing. Try to remember what you learned in previous sessions, and then it begins to carry over, and that is when you can see the strength and the skill of conversational English developing very quickly and effortlessly. Ismail, what did you think of today's lesson?
Yes, Priscilla, you have a unique style. I think we generally in Verbling reading stories and asking question and answering, but you do in a different way.
I make you work. I make you work.
Creative.
And I'll tell you what happens. The more work you do, the less work I have to do. So it really makes it easy for me if I give you control of your learning. If you take control of your learning, it becomes in your heart and deeper. And I hope you have a little fun too. So thank you very much for your comments. Please, when Verbling asks you what do you think, be sure to remember me. Okay? Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure today. If you can join my next session, I will start in about 2 minutes. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.